Hey guys, today we're gonna be making beef in adobo. So I've got my beef cut up into chunks just to try to get it to cook faster. I'm going to be adding it into some beef broth. I made my own beef broth because, well, I didn't have none in the can. Well, now we're gonna let that cook on high until it's about 3/4 of the way done. Guys, I mentioned I was making my own beef broth. Well, that is what I'm using. Hey guys, so somehow my first video got cut off, so I will be connecting two videos. We've been letting the meat cook for about an hour. So as I told you in the last, this is how small the meat is. It's kind of about tip size. So this meat is ready, guys. Now we're going to be taking it out of the pot and into that skillet. That way we can fry up the meat a little bit. We will also be seasoning this a little bit more, as that seasoning does not have a whole lot of salt because it's in the broth. I will show y'all those seasonings. So we realized that we don't have cornstarch or baking soda or flour. So we're going to use crackers to make our roux a little thick. And this doesn't take long. It takes just a few seconds. Just make sure your oil's hot. Once your crackers get a little dark, you take them off, put them in a separate bowl. We're not frying our meat yet because we need the salsa, and the salsa has not been made yet. So we're going to cut the fire down on low because we have gas. We're going to cook our guajillo peppers. This does not take long at all either, guys. This takes just a few seconds just to get the peppers a little pliable. Once they change color like that, take them off. Flip them over. At the end of the video, I'll show you all the names. Or in a minute. So this is the pepper, guys. Just in case you need it for later. So we used about 13 guajillos for the size of the dish that we're making. Adjust it to your size. We're adding in Roma tomatoes. And there's about 3 here. One was kind of small, so we just went ahead and chopped it up and added it in. But as you can tell, one was a pretty decent size. Now we're just going to cook that up real good. If you all could not tell, I could not multitask. I could not cook and video tonight. Once your tomatoes are soft and have changed color a little bit, take them out. You don't want them to be so mushy that you can't scoop them. Now we're going to add in our onion. We've got probably about 3 or 4 slices of a large onion. We're going to be adding in 6 garlic to cook with our onion as well. Once your onion is almost translucent and flimsy, take it out of the skillet along with your garlic. We're frying our meat now, guys. I fell a little behind, catching up. We added the, we're adding this seasoning, sazon. Remember, we just eyeball it. We're adding ground cumin. This stuff is quite strong, so be very generous with this. Oh, what I was saying, we added the oil and the juices from the peppers, onions, or sorry, the onions and tomatoes and the garlic into this oil that we have frying our meat. We're going to be adding fresh oregano. This stuff is also strong when it's very fresh. We have dried oregano that we dried out. Now we're going to be putting everything in a blender and we're going to be blending it up to make the adobo. Technical difficulties, guys. We realized that the blender that we just had was too small for what we need, so we switched to our big blender. Don't mind the background noise. I'm gonna add some of that juice from the beef broth from where you cooked your meat earlier, so make sure you don't throw that away. And you're gonna blend that up real good. So now we're just going to be straining our sauce into our meat. That way all the chunks don't go into the skillet. Now we're going to be using the beef broth to strain through this. Hmm. So this is kind of what it looks like once you've about strained all of the juice out. This is a whole lot of the pulp that we did not want in our broth. So right here, somehow my microphone shut off. So I'm having to do a voiceover. But this is the end of the video. So we had to add a little more sazon because it didn't have enough flavor to us. We're going to be mixing this around a little bit.
getting this well mixed in. We let it boil for probably about 45 minutes. And then it was ready to plate. And that's the end of the video. Like, share, and subscribe, guys. Thanks for watching.